Now, all the things Professor Pella did at that time, she simply opoloni abi voodoo dear wambe.
What do you think?
I don't know. I never met Professor Pella.
You never met Professor Pella? His producer, what's his name?
Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy, yeah, Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy Shekwelu.
He played bass for 4 years.
Bass guitar?
Yeah.
For 4 years?
Really? And
Jide Chord?
Yeah, and he went, you ask him, he will say, he asked his dad himself.
Is that?
About colleagues. I don't believe anybody is powerful spiritually. So I think that question will stop there. I just don't believe. I don't believe it.
As a celeb boy.
As a celeb boy?
Yeah, let's offer me pay believe we are powerful spiritually. Our for people who want to really see Ashiriai, one moment
if you say so. You have to educate if you say so. You're saying it matter of fact, Abi. And I'm saying it matter of fact.
Baby, want more background in one marry papa from. Now saying at your brewing fee.
Yeah.
Close.
Oh yes.
Gone.
Why are you asking? Whatever so pay 5 to 8 in rehearsal. Don't just I did bed before 5. But about the 8:15 at 8:45 at my show inside come for unplug guitar on law because 8 like just so mommy was supposed to deliver by 9. And the same thing with shows. And I always said, boy, my maker go. I didn't even know he was Colin's son.
Okay.
I knew his dad when we were all young. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wa gan ni tó wá bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ ó lọ àbí tó ṣe àbí sọ̀sẹ̀ wọ́n á wọ kàbí wọ́n á jọ àyẹ̀mọ́ music.
So kò tí yín lójú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yìí o.
Tí mi lójú wáyé.
Ní tó máa pè yàn kábí Nàìjíríà.
Yeah.
Kò ní fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀.
Actually,
I think you should consider acting. You can be.
I have done that.
You can be a comedian because
really
naturally.
Mo ṣe acting now. Mo acting now.
Yeah, movies are
Pink Lady. You forgotten Pink Lady. Bayo was
Pink Lady. Okay.
Yeah, I played the lead role there. I like to act to show the actors that orin kan tí Peter Tosh gbogbo wọn máa kí fún mi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Why Peter Tosh ni I can do what you can do. You never try to do what I do. I'm the toughest. I can do what they can't do what I do. They can't tune a guitar. Because orin yẹn wọ́n fi dá lágbájá lóhùn ní tó ní òun ọmọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi lágbájá. So I wanted it to be just banter bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń lọ fọ̀gbẹ́ni. No, gbogbo akọ́lá àfa ọ̀gbẹ́ni Mr. Lágbájá. So the song was.
Ìgbà tí a wà pẹ̀lú Professor Pella, ṣó nígbà tó ń ṣe magic kankan tó yíwọ́ ṣó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí ní experience yìí ni o, not nǹkan tẹ́ gbọ́ o. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń wò mí lásìkò yìí ṣàlàáfíà ni mo bá yín Àgbàlẹ̀tù TV náà lẹ ń wò ní ojú òpó YouTube kí a tó tẹ̀síwájú jẹ́ kí n rọ̀ yín pé ẹ má gbàgbé bẹ ṣe ń wo àwọn nǹkan tí à ń ṣe ti tẹ̀dẹ̀ ń gbádùn ẹ máa subscribe sí channel yìí Àgbàlẹ̀tù TV Délé Adéyanjú orúkọ mi náà nìyẹn lénìí ẹja ńlá ni mo jókòó pẹ̀lú big fish mo ti jẹ́ admirer àwọn tipẹ́ látìgbà tí mo ti kéré mo ti máa admire àwọn látọ̀kan mo rántí ní 95 96 ayé VHS nígbà yẹn a ní opportunity láti wo fídíò wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn Nigerian artists tí wọ́n participate nínú fídíò yẹn nígbà yẹn ẹjọ́ làǹbádà Festival of
Love
Festival of Love
yes
number kí ló jẹ́ nu àwọn.
The first breakthrough nìyẹn a ti ṣe àwọn kan tí ó work.
Yàwó nìyẹn.
My first recording as Jide Chord was 1984 actually.
84.
My first was studio as Jide Chord.
84.
But you guys heard of me 95, 96.
Yeah. 95. Ẹni orúkọ wọn nìyẹn Jide Chord. Mi ní wọ́n lára mi ní pọ̀ wọ́n fún akọ̀mọ́ ní friendly conversation, but ẹ̀kọ́ wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ dẹ̀ máa enjoy ẹ̀. Mo kí yín sir.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Baba Jide Chord.
Yes.
Àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Baba Jide the first.
Kí ni orúkọ yín gangan?
Baba Jide Olúrótìmí Mojísọ́lá Akínwùmí.
Mojísọ́lá. Orúkọ obìnrin ni Mojísọ́lá.
Mo dé láyé mo bá là látẹ̀ orúkọ.
Wọ́n ṣe fún yín ni ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ query ẹ̀ pé wọ́n ìjọ ní Mojísọ́lá.
Honest, senior sister Daddy mi ló decide láti fi lórúkọ ẹ̀, whatever she was on that day, I don't know. But
Baba Jide Olúrótìmí Mojísọ́lá
Akínwùmí. I have several names, but those are the names of my
Akínwùmí.
passport.
Now, ibo ni Chord ti wọlé?
Chord. Ebulo Dollar, if you want to hear the story. My early life, I was pretty much a church boy, a select church boy.
Okay.
Unashamedly so. But by then, it was the early days, so people would just play their 2-chord progression, kọ́ṣà lùlù sí gbàgbàgbà. Ìmọ̀ máa sọ pé ó dẹ̀ ká ṣe chord progression kan báyìí, ó yẹ kí á diminish lọ A minor ní bọ̀bọ̀ ìdí pẹ̀lú chord.
Okay.
Yeah, ó máa wá chord kiri bẹ́ẹ̀ pé chord kan ní kọ́ta lórí guitar. So bèrè, I got 2 nicknames. One was Uncle J and one was Mr. Chord.
Mr. Chord. So méjì lẹ̀ ṣe ń lòdì sí.
Yeah.
Now, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ Celestial sí.
Ben.
Ìlú wo lẹ ti ṣe Celestial?
Èkó ń bì náà.
Níbo l'Èkó?
As a tiny little boy, secondary school boy, I would say, between Agege 1, Lahegba, àti ọ̀dọ̀ Baba Jesse, which was near my school in Igobi College.
Okay.
So I was doing both. But tí mo ṣe tán, tí mo tẹ̀lé mọ́ mi lọ church regularly, it was Ifako 1.
Now, ẹ were exposed to Celestial style of music in my head.
Oh yeah.
Àwọn wo ni reigning stars? Ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ 70s àbí?
Yes.
Now, àwọn wo ló ń reign nígbà yẹn ní Celestial? Gospel music.
Gospel music. If you say 70s, I would say the Makoko team,
led
Baba
by
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, led by someone else, but made popular by
Bro.
Bro.
Ta ló ń lead wọn gbà?
Mi rántí orúkọ wọn. There was one Baba kìnnìkan làwọn àpè wọn.
Okay.
Àwọn bàbá yẹn náà lè jẹ́ 38 years old, but wọ́n dàbí bàbá lójú wa.
Okay.
Yes.
Kí ni role Bro gbà yẹn?
Bobo was the lead singer and composer, or vocalist. No man play one man.
Okay.
So you're standing there, when you come back, and you start talking about Orisha, you can compose on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was Bobo was the lead. Then gradually we had people like Imole Ayon, Kwake Adebayo.
Okay.
Then Abonetu came on the scene.
Okay. The trumpeter.
Trumpeter comes, songwriter comes, singer and arranger. Who else will I say was a star? Uncle Remy.
Olabami Jimbadon.
Nibadon.
Yeah.
Yes, not forgetting that set too. In the early days, those were I want to wow, can I be like that?
Now, ẹ máa ń ṣe competition. Kan tata níbi parish ele.
Yes, I avoid that even as a young man.
Okay.
I don't think art should be competitive like that. I've never believed in it. I took part in a gospel competition in National Theatre. I forget the dates or the venue, but it was one. But gbogbo àṣe nǹkan tá a mọ̀ ṣe last wọ́n gbé Uncle Sunny Okosun. Ìgbà yẹn náà ṣe gospel like kìíní kan báyẹn. So it was the style of the occasion.
Ṣé ti Orímọládé?
Yeah. Orímọládé around time to Orímọládé. So he could join a gospel thing. So he was used to promote the show. He wasn't used to promote the show, but he came. Okay. He came and overshadowed all of us. So I don't see that as a competition. They gave us a platform. Láti ṣe nǹkan tá a mọ̀ ṣe. The only other thing was one time in Akiode, tán ní ká wá ṣe competition. I just avoid competitions. So once you call it a competition, I won't go. I won't take my choir there, and I won't even go.
Music in itself is, what business they buy.
Yeah.
Competition upon there.
Yes, I would say that, but not in a voluntary level. Okay. Let mama compete. Voluntary level, answer. I think on a Boy Scout, I think on girls guy. In choir now, come as a competition. Till today, I don't like that.
Okay.
We come. Somebody, I churches still an instrument. What you used to call instrument was keyboards, guitar, and concord. They have their microphone, one low guitar. If you go to the Ikori, I don't like going there to oppress with my guitar. I will go. Everybody will go home fulfilled than feeling small. So I've never believed in competition within the choir setting. I never liked it. They continue not any color, blah blah blah. One G bata fe last. I won't forget that. It was one church in that. So that's all I remember of that competition. So now I'm not keen on competition.
All right. Instrument or a pick?
Initially, the instrument to pick, if you wanted to be a band leader or a good choir master, was the guitar.
Okay.
So naturally, I veered in that direction. I wouldn't call myself a super guitarist, but I can lead a band with my guitar. I can lead a choir.
Till now,
Of course.
I bet it back be.
No.
So timba catch a competition. Anyway, I like competition, man. I can't be guitar.
No. This time, yeah.
All right. So basically, you are a Lagos boy.
Oh yeah. I was born in Ibadan.
Okay.
But I was raised in Lagos.
Omo ilu Ogoni.
Abeokuta.
Okay.
Proudly so.
So from Abeokuta, born in Ibadan, raised in Lagos.
Raised in Lagos. See my life outside.
All right. So Jide Chord. Ìgbà wo lẹ turn professional. Or kẹ́ tó turn professional. Ṣé ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ kankan rí?
Luckily for me, I already had a small name within the Celestial Church.
Okay.
That people saw me as a good boy. They didn't know what my secrets were.
And everyone has a secret.
Ọmọ mi sísá kí omi, wọ́n yẹ àwọn kọrin o, kwamasta ni, àbíkọ́ mi ṣe kwamasta. Anyhow, by the time I was doing my O levels, I wasn't even 15.
Okay.
So it was like there was a scramble of Odomilombo to Watisheton School.
Okay.
The registrar of Yabatech said, look, I will stand for you. You are coming to Yabatech. The company secretary of Punch newspaper said, you are becoming a trainee journalist. You said you want to do journalism. There was also somebody who said, you are going into the immigration service with me. So there were loads of offers. But initially, I went to Punch.
Okay.
Punch then sent me on a course to NIJ. So I grew up, as my working life started as a journalist.
Okay. That was what year?
1977.
77. Okay.
1977.
You're still doing music?
Not professionally, professionally. I knew in my heart of hearts going to be a musician, but I couldn't tell my parents.
Àwọn wo ni inspiration ni ló motivate nígbà tí ẹ tẹ̀ ń wò pé music wò yẹn?
A few of them. I used to have this thing. Tí bá gbọ́ album Juju kan sí ma gbọ́dé lábẹ́ọ́dún, màá ní mo like side A kálẹ̀ mo ṣe record yẹn. Ìtàn kọ báyìí ló máa jẹ́ side A. Mo lè wàá mú mi inú sàn ni. Kìíní yẹn ló máa jẹ́ side B kálẹ̀ mi ni o. Wàá tún gbọ́ Commander. So names like that were in my head constantly. King Sunny Ade, the obvious Obey, Ṣẹ́gun Adéwálé too. Ṣẹ́gun Adéwálé and Sashina together then.
Okay. They
inspired me later because I'm not one ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Professor Pella, and Professor Pella happened to be one of the abegbers. So when they had issues, they would come to Professor's place. So I knew them. The Bodawaki Ajao was an inspiration as well. Outside of the Juju line, I listened to a lot of Alhaji Haruna Shola.
Okay.
I listened to Barrister a lot. Outside of Nigeria, I know practically every note and every word in Bob Marley's songs.
Bob Marley, okay.
And Sonny Okosun was somebody I thought I could be in a Yoruba way.
Okay.
I'll sing his type of songs, use his type of beats and progression, the chord progression. So I had all that in my head.
Okay. Professor Pella.
Yes.
Kí lẹ ṣe pẹ̀lú Professor Pella?
He made my Osanle make sense.
Okay.
What I did for him was today I would have been called one of his managers, but then PRO, no man pay one by.
Okay.
So the simple answer to your question is PRO.
PRO. Can you business Professor Pella?
Magician, an entertainment person.
Now, magic don't she?
Ben.
Area on secret stage, you know. Our tricks.
You don't. Well, I had the privilege. He let me know if you're going to sell something, you are more in and out there. So yeah, I could be called an amateur magician actually.
Practice rather.
I practice. I show my children. I entertain my friends, but I don't bring it on stage because Juju music is so personal. and we have belief systems flying around. So if you start adding magic to your show, you say, "Shame for talking go and so we avoid that. I just do magic at home or in closed area."
Now, all the things Professor Pella did at that time,
Yeah.
she simply opoloni abi voodoo there one be.
What do you think?
I don't know. I never met Professor Pella.
You never heard of Professor Pella? Yeah, but from what you heard about him and
It was scary. So maybe voodoo Nikon lo le fun. That's what I think.
okay, magic to us magicians, to Professor Pella, is entertainment. It's sleight of hand. It's the use of colors to make you, to actually calm you down and make you marvel. But because of, like I said, belief systems, Professor Pella trained himself to be this expert magician that could do things and make you wow, and you go home with an experience. But people will come and meet him, say,
Okay.
so that's how people merged the voodoo idea into his entertainment business. And that's all I would say about that. He didn't set out to be powerful.
But later he became powerful.
It depends what you mean like that. Powerful as a successful Nigerian or powerful spiritually?
Spiritually.
I don't believe anybody is powerful spiritually. So I think that question will stop there. I just don't believe. I don't believe.
As a celeb boy.
As a celeb boy?
Yeah, let's offer me pé believe pé àwọn kan wà powerful spiritually. Àwọn àórí àṣírí ayé jura lọ. For people who want to really see àṣírí ayé, wọ́n mọ bọ́n ṣe lè ṣe.
If you say so. You have to educate.
If you say so.
You educate me yẹn.
So
you're saying it matter of fact, Abi. And I'm saying it matter of fact. Kò sí ní tó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Baby, what more background in what marry from?
Sele implies pé àwọn yẹn àwọn sele wọ́n lè kó sí nǹkan kan. Nobody, only God is somebody. Everybody. Yọjú ládàmọ̀ ń gbà, like I said, everybody kan gbà yọjú. Kò sí agbára kankan láyé àfi lọ́run. But religion dàbí therapy. Pé tí má ti lọ rí bàbá yẹn, nǹkan tó fún mi tí má ti fi sápò. You now go to the street with confidence, believing pé kìíní yẹn ń ṣiṣẹ́.
Tó bá lẹ́ni confidence and tell you about work for you now.
It would have worked. It's a series of fortunate events no man leads to good fortune. A series of unfortunate events lead to bad fortune.
Ìgbà tí a wà pẹ̀lú Professor Pella, ṣó nígbà tó ń ṣe magic kankan tó yíwọ́ ṣó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí? Ní experience yìí ni o, not nǹkan tẹ́ gbọ́ o.
Tí a bá ṣe illusion kan or presentation kan tó yíwọ́, I don't know why I'm claiming Professor's work now. It's supposed to be about music. Tí a bá ṣe illusion kan tó yíwọ́, àmọ́ mọ̀ jẹ́ pé yíwọ́ ni. Kariwo tún lè lọ sí.
Kariwo lè lọ sí. So it's still part of the business.
It's a part of the show.
Okay, so ìgbà tí a wà pẹ̀lú Professor Pella ẹ ṣì ṣe part-time music ń gbà yẹn rí?
Yes, semi-professional.
Okay.
I when I left, let me know the interview. You leave.
Ṣé mo pé nǹkan tá a bá dọ́dọ̀ Professor Pella ẹni àwọn ni bàbá ẹgbẹ́ àwọn Sashina Adéwálé.
Oh yeah.
So ẹ ti ní interest in music wọn nígbà yẹn.
Èmi mọ̀ nínú mi pé music ni màá ṣe.
Ẹ dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn tó jẹ́ kí ó sá lè yín kó easy.
Yeah,
that was the word tell lo.
Don't ọjà kó make sense. Yeah, because I was sent. I probably was the first entertainment writer in Nigeria.
Entertainment writer.
Yes, I'll break that down for you. The Variety Features department, ló máa ń wà, which is really, really deeply creative and critiquing books and stuff like that. But then they saw me as a young boy. No interview fella, no interview Ellen, right? Kini kan béèrè àwọn ní entertainment and copy Lagos Weekend. Nígbà yẹn àwọn yẹn ló máa gbé artist wá pé punch náà lè ṣe. So èmi ni mo wà lórí
beat. Sketch ti ń ṣe before then.
Sketch, okay. Yes. Before Lagos Weekend.
Yes, Lekan Alabi wọ́n ti write fún even most rántí wọ́n kọ 1974 the grooviest year ever.
Okay.
You know, he made a write-up on artists.
No, me sọ pé kò ní ó ń wọnú ra wọn, but features department was not what eventually became entertainment.
Okay.
You will do features, you will do serious things, and you will interview artists.
Okay.
But pé ẹnìkan wà or a team kan wà tó yẹ pé it's about shows, it's only about, you know, I think I was the first person on that beat in Nigeria.
Okay.
Under Uncle Dayo, right? It was our Sunday editor then. So anyhow, mo ṣáà wá ní mo dọ́dọ̀ Professor Pella. Mo interview my editor then, Innocent Adiku, gentleman. He blew it up. Insight ńlá ni mo gbé wá yìí o, kíní kan blah 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 blah. He said things are along the similar things. Those are you are not even scared to go and meet that man. So anyhow, it became such a success. The professor sent for me. Maybe I was 16 or 17 then. Okay. What about show? I just caught the bug and left home. And then he just gave me a role and a salary, which was 3 times what Punch was paying me. Me, that good Punch. So back to the music. Music was just burning inside me. I was doing church level work, but I knew I would turn professional.
Let's look at your journey to 1984. When Professor Pella released the first recording. She had a band before then. I bet what studio that's a lot share.
You see, I don't like to bullshit if I'm allowed to use that word. Band, but I don't band. Tí kórè kan wá and kíkpé kan àti mọ́ra wa tọ́wọ́ wa yíra wa ta feel we are better than àwọn tó come and play one. So we moved together. So when I brought up the idea to finish the album, I knew who was going to play bass. Play bass team wa. We had a team. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń pè wá sí eré ìta díẹ̀ díẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ wa kan tó wà ní Yakísẹ̀lẹ̀ máa ń ṣe eré ìta láyé ìgbà yẹn. Ká máa lọ play. In fact, our churches kan máa ń gbé mi láti church tèmi láti wá lọ lead wọn tó wá ti dé eré ìta. Because mo mọ orin òbí kọ, mo mọ ti sọ ní ti máa kọ́ ní gospel way.
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa ta guitar yín pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
Oh yeah, you had to control. The only way to lójú wa ń gbà, the only way to lead a band kò sí Abbas was to use the guitar to talk to them. I know you. I know you. Yeah, look up.
All right, so style wọlé play ní 84 yẹn. Ṣé Obey ni àbí Sunny, àbí Délé Abíọ́dún, àbí Ṣẹ́gun Adéwálé?
Nínú album yẹn.
Nínú album 84 yẹn.
Jide Chord.
Jide Chord.
Straight up.
Style wo ni Jide Chord as at that time?
It was how do I put it? What's that? 10 on shit. Because that's what we play. What would you call that?
That's a difficult.
That's Jide Chord then. If it takes you a moment or two to link it with something, that's Jide Chord. Yeah, and we did, and then so.
They play CB con.
Okay. So I want then some tracks there were like so no, of course I want cha. So it's always been Jide Chord, Latile.
When you accepting, man.
Not really, nah. It was a radio success because I didn't make any
radio
money.
Success.
It was a radio success.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was distributed by Leader Records. I got all the channels, but it was self-produced and self-promoted, but supposed to be marketed by Leader Records.
Okay.
He took it on, and you know when people don't put their money in something big time, because I did it up to pay. Mono print ni Joko Lodo Commander and level, so for them to have the drive to push it, I think it didn't happen. And they saw me as a little boy. If you want them bank, because I ended up working in the bank.
But if you're the Professor
Pella, she didn't quite get it. But yes. And I don't know. With the grace of God, I always have a good CV. If I drop something now, within days or weeks, there'll be another opening for me.
Okay.
So we said, you want to, in fact, I must acknowledge that any to me see Punch or Romeo Su, Timo abscond in National Bank. You know, in the world of business, Punch and Supervisor are National Bank, if you know the story.
No.
Yeah, so some people, you don't know the story.
I want to know the story.
Yeah. Punch could easily I don't know if that's all right. Punch could easily have been another Odua investment.
Okay.
That's my take. Could easily have been, but for Uncle Sam Amuka, who came from another angle. But they all came from Punch. I mean, from National Bank to set up. Chief Abadering was somebody in National Bank before he set up Punch and Skyway Press. But this is about music. Let's leave the world.
Okay, so mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ ṣe lè rántí àwọn orúkọ tẹ́ ẹ jọ ṣe that first album. Then kí ni title first album yẹn?
Adéhùn Olúwa kì í yẹ, ìlérí Olúwa ṣe máa ṣẹ, ayọ̀ ẹ má mi kàn wọ́n o, ayọ̀ akárí gbogbo wa. That was the refrain of one of the songs, but at the end, but we have the title Promise of God. Adéhùn Olúwa. Yeah, Promise of God.
Ẹ launch ẹ.
Ṣá launch ẹ. Mo dẹ̀ ń bèèrè lọ́yìn tí ó tọ́ ti bì í gbà. Nah. I didn't have the connections to do a launch. Oh, bí àmì kí n fẹ́ worry àwọn èèyàn pé kí ló kàn tí bí mo lọ ṣe record. Yeah, I will go with Professor to launching. Adégbòwó lẹ̀ wọ́n wò pé why? Kí ló kàn wá pẹ̀lú àwọn pé.
Ṣé mentorship kò miss? Bóyá ká ní pé ẹ ní adequate mentorship. Bóyá record ẹ̀ bá fly.
Yes, I would admit that till today. Even now, maybe if I had actually served under an oga properly, I would know the ropes. I know the business, but I had to form my own business model. I didn't have the insight of how the others did it. All I knew was what they told me or advice. Kò ṣojú mi rí kí nǹkan falter. Ṣé mo tẹ́ ń bá wa nu band àbí nu business kan kí nǹkan dàrú ká tuntun tó. I didn't have that benefit. Okay. But I watched from afar. I read about the business and I'm still learning.
So yeah, will you travel across the UK?
My family have a history with the UK. My parents studied abroad, so I would have gone as a child. Then we were at bank, our lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gá yẹn náà tó bá wà. Asáré ṣeré lọ. Bọ́kí mo lọ dúró song 1988.
That's 4 years after your first album.
Yeah.
So those 4 years, she play music, I bet.
Oh yeah. That record gave me a pedestal, got me busy. So I was struggling with banking and music. Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of the first part. So we're getting into Jide Chord now.
Okay. Cool.
1988, but today, she Britain and Amaka UK.
Whatever.
Our artist to Leba in the UK.
I knew you asked that question. How best do I answer that? Artists, Timo Baton, don't
play music in the UK.
Don't play Nigerian
music.
Nobody.
Esa Atolagbe nko.
Bàbá Bàbá di lẹ́yìn mi ní Fáfá. Bàbá Atolagbe, Bàbá
Sule Agbola.
Sule. No, wọ́n di lẹ́yìn mi ni. Well, wọ́n jọjú lẹ́yìn mi. I don't know that they were living silently. The only people I would mention, Daddy Akib Karim, was there. So I don't know what he was doing.
Okay.
I say that with all the truthfulness in my heart. Yeah. He was known as a musician, but that glory was there. But I cannot say per se what he was doing about taking it forward. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then there was really arty side of things mixing with our own or being bold to say when you say àpàlà òyìnbó kó ọdẹ fẹ́ lù ó dẹ̀ ready láti rí ojú ẹ̀rí tó ẹnìkan ò rí rí tó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tẹ́nìkan ò ṣe rí. I took the bold step.
Bàtẹ́ dé UK yẹn or bàtẹ́ ń lọ sí UK láti lọ jókòó ẹ lọ kàwé ni àbí ẹ fẹ́ lọ play music?
Mo fẹ́ lọ play music.
Ẹ fẹ́ lọ play your own style of music.
I thought, okay, yeah, carry on.
Pẹ̀lú research tẹ́ ṣe because ẹ ti ń lọ bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn wo ló entertain àwọn residents UK tó jẹ́ Nigerians?
Eléré tó bá wá láti Nigeria.
Okay, wọ́n máa ń gbé àwọn.
Ìyẹn ti wà tipẹ́tipẹ́ àbúgbà àti gbọ́ lórí rẹ́kọ̀dì lóyìnbó ta lọ gbogbo àti mọ̀ yẹn. I wanted to be that boy tó máa lọ ṣe láti lóyìnbó wá Being a journalist, I thought that would be a novel idea. Tí mi tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ó ṣì máa busy báyìí pé Nàìjíríà yìí gan-an èrò ti pọ̀ ju ń di kíní. Bí a ti ń bá lọ ṣe tí tọ́lọ̀ ń dẹ̀ yọ̀ǹda fún mi báyìí, kí n lọ ṣe tèmi wá láti ìlú òyìnbó. Maybe that would make them look there pé kí ló fẹ́ kọ láti ìlú òyìnbó ló ti fẹ́ ró nílùú ẹ̀. I knew that challenge.
Ìbò ló ti fẹ́ ró nílùú. Ìbò lẹ ti ró nílùú.
No, church. And a lot of the percussion in Festivals Love was played by me. A lot, not all.
Not all.
A lot of it was played by me.
Your first outing in the UK, yeah, only.
July 1991.
So taking 2 years.
3.5.
3 and yeah, 3
I
years.
knew I had to sort Iwegbelu out. I wasn't born there. Half of my family was born there, but me and my elder sister were not born there. So I just went there like any other person. I had the wahala tea, any other person. So I said too, no, man, despite the fact that half of my family were born there. So, but I knew I had to pay some dues. I need bet. In fact, shortly after I got there, the Olusegun of East London Parish now is late now, Baba Yodabo, saw that talent in me and formed a group around me. But that group had 3 singers for emotional reasons, not for professional reasons. Taju Tiwambi, another one called Fuji there. So Taju was singing Fuji. We had another guy, Baba Balo, Demola Balogun. He would sing a bit of Obe and then Jide would crown it. But you know, to transition from a voluntary group choir to a professional group, I had learned that that's a big world of difference. So I'm there. I had a guitarist. I hope I make sense eventually. We had a guitarist here in Nigeria, because he grew up in Liberia, so he had a different feel of rhythm and all that to work from gospel. He joined the bass band. He was thrown out.
Kilo guitarist now.
I'd rather not mention.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what could wow people here and not work here.
Okay.
Here could be double leg in gospel going on. Hey, the time you have to do So I saw that group as this group will finish me.
Okay.
So I pulled out.
Okay.
People didn't realize why I pulled out.
Shall we continue, but they pull out?
They continued, but soon after, because there was that, you see, me prognose. So I knew if I wanted to be a musician, I had to be a sound engineer, I had to be a marketer, I had to be a fashionista, I had to be somebody that gets somewhere at the time that I'm supposed to get there, have this business acumen. So I came with all that energy, and people were treating party like they were going to Wednesday service. And I didn't want to be part of that. So I pulled out. I didn't confess to them why I did. I thought, let me find my feet. I'll come out as Jide later. I'll come out as my own. Yeah.
So starting out in 1991,
yeah.
Record like over share be outing.
No, outing. I should be 95.
95, okay,
yeah.
so 91.
91. Our bẹ̀rẹ̀ kìíní tàn wí. Bàbá Kramas dáwà sí ti ẹ̀ ó máa èèyàn mìíràn. Torí pé tí ń kọrin tọ́jú sí ó máa rò pé òun lè ṣe kí. I kept spreading my card. Then some people came together. 2 families actually. Then kékeré ṣe kó mọ ìkan ṣe birthday. Wọ́n dáwó láti gba Jide Chord.
Okay.
For the first time. I remember that show.
Wọ́n jọ dáwó.
So
ó jẹ́ event kan.
Ó jẹ́ event kan.
So onínáwó ń jó sí náwó. So ẹ máa kọ́. Ẹ máa kọrin náà.
À ń kọrin báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ là ń kọ́ ti kó wọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣáà dùn. Láwọn èèyàn wá ń bèrè káàdì. Kí ni ìwádìí ẹ̀dá tó tọ̀ àmọ́nà kí ni kọ̀ọ̀rẹ́ àwọn kan sọ pé rubbish. Who has time for that? But yeah, that was our first show. I remember that.
But so ó wà ń difficult fún artist tó bá ṣe ń set out.
Yeah.
Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú style ara tẹ̀. Because àwọn tẹjọ́ ń play wọn ní tètè understand style yín.
In me mix, I wouldn't say I played more like, I would say I played more like Obe, but the hot thing then was Shina Peters.
Okay.
So I played, and some of my band members too had a lot of Shina influence. Yeah, by that, I want for you today. I want for you today. I want for you today. Well, we started off Obe, and I would do Sonny, and then do a lot of mine.
Okay.
I had that stubbornness, lately. Yes, I'll do a lot of mine. So that's the answer to that question. Let me know over.
So she'll take in time. Or take on your time that's accepting. Like how many years or months?
Um, ah, it wasn't years, so I didn't even feel it was months.
Yeah.
What I did, I spent money to account mommy film conflicts. All the money we were making.
It's a married Nigeria Katolabi.
I wasn't officially married in Nigeria, but yeah, I got officially married over there. Yeah.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time and a lot of my resources on grooming the band.
Okay.
I would, you can't rehearse at home in the UK. You can't go under a tree and start playing. So it cost me a lot relative to my income then. But I got people to go into rehearsal studios with me who are creating our own sound.
Okay.
So the members of the band were already proud of the sound. Anyway, ọ̀gá wa yìí mà tún yàtọ̀ àwọn kọ̀rọ̀ pé ká má kọjá mi olùgbàlà àwọn èèyàn àtẹ̀jọ́ sí ẹ̀ tó bá bí tiẹ̀ lò rẹ̀. But when I said a few things, how interesting, tí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe rè. Yeah, they were fired up. So the first show yẹn, although láti àárọ̀ èmi mo tó níṣẹ́, you know that kind of but we still delivered beautifully. I don't think it took time. To get them to pay well, okay. Yeah, but to get them to engage us, it flew almost immediately. But the problem I had now, okay, multi create sound with people, kò ṣe dá ṣe. Wọ́n ti ń pè wá. Tó bá dijọ́ show la bá ní rí band members. You know why?
Why?
You guess, what do you think it would be why?
Wọ́n ti lọ ṣiṣẹ́.
No. Medicine náà rán ọkọ àkà UK wọn ní kọ́ wá lu ṣẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn eléré. Accounting náà ní kọ́ wá ṣe, and we are pointing a camera, and ìgbà yẹn people will probably send video party mi rẹ̀ ìgbà tí mo bí second born mi kíní kan family àwọn wá rí i pé agogo ló lọ lù àgbo lọ tagi.
Fẹ́ gbowó wọgbó.
Exactly. There was a lot of that. It was a big struggle. Finding shows, finding money to hire equipment, training them was not the problem, but it just showed. Àwọn míì gan tún múra jù ní nǹkan lọ no band. We thought we could change that narrative of uniform wearing. Yeah. We just pick a theme. Jeans and kẹ́nìkan ní ká wọ̀ torí birthday ni. Bùbá ṣòkòtò native ní ká wọ̀. Color báyìí kó jọra wọn. We didn't want to do that subservient look of ọmọlẹ́yìn. But still, people, ẹlòmíràn àjọ stage gan pẹ̀yìn sí camera. Àbí kó kàn disappear bí ó rí àǹtí ẹ̀ kan. It was a struggle.
It was tough.
That was my biggest challenge at the beginning.
So báwo lẹ ṣe cope, lẹ ṣe survive?
Resilience pé mi gan lè lu anything àfẹnu dàrú tó bá jẹ́ high life ní tó ní gangan bá disappear. Adé lọ high life tó pé èmi àti guitar mi ìkan lè ṣe anyway. So the lead percussion tí n bá rí máa kọ ìlú lè kò sówó lóde àbí àwọn gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó náà nostalgia ìwọ yìí kọrin.
But at that time, ṣé owó tẹ̀ ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣó sustain ni àbí ẹ tún ṣe nǹkan míì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀?
Mo ṣe nǹkan míì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. I've always mo ṣe oríṣiríṣi. Like I said, I went through the ropes. Tí wọ́n bá dé UK láyé ìgbà yẹn kò dà jápa syndrome sìn gbígbà táwa kan ti forí ko, but we've earned the respect for the community, and even the British now are selective of the Nigerians they bring. They get our children that already have skills or PhD holders, so they go into good jobs. I did the normal thing everybody machine my press. I'm actually cleaning. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, who are you? I probably say.
Only ìlú òyìnbó is a leveler.
It's a leveler. You big but just wá sáyé tó gbógo rẹ̀ sí apá kan. You have to do that. All of us do that. Let nobody bullshit you. So I did early morning cleaning, evening cleaning, oríṣiríṣi. Soon I did one car wash job. It was a specialist car wash job. They'll bring a second-hand car now and give me one day to turn it into showroom standard. Okay. So they be pedal, right? Must brush clean it. I was well paid for it, but it was really cold. It was outside, and I was new in the country. Well, I did that. But then they simulated, Mr. Jide àbí kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa lówó ń lu yóò máa ṣiṣẹ́ ọdẹ ní o next step ní o try láti get iṣẹ́ ọdẹ.
ṣọdẹ yẹn lówó lórí gan.
ó lówó lórí ju cleaning ju car wash
tí dìsín àbí.
of course ojú wa ti là pé sórí ìgbà yẹn we felt small which is something that every community went through. Maybe if I had told them I was a journalist, the press would have taken me. But I thought, well, mi náà wá ń bẹ̀, and possibly in a fully way.
Okay.
So iṣẹ́ ọdẹ lówó lórí ń gbà yẹn, ó lówó lórí ń sìn, but there's so many jobs lórí iṣẹ́ ọdẹ lọ. But at that time, it was one of the top jobs. Ọdẹ lọ́kọ́ mi ń ṣe o, ilẹ̀ ń gbádùn. So I went into authorship, and then still mi ti dá Jide ìgbà tí mo dá Jide kọlẹ̀ ló ń bèrè yìí.
Yes.
Mo dá Jide kọlẹ̀. By that time I had left authorship. I was now ògbólógbòó taxi driver because that was the thing. Tó bá ti ṣe ọdẹ débi kan kówó jọ kó ra taxi kó máa ṣe kó ra mọ́tò kó máa ṣe cab mọ́tò èyí gan ṣe ṣọ́ mi tí mo náà ìwọ ṣáà ṣe kinní kan wàrà insurance buy o tún ti ìwọ náà tó ló máa gbé chairman parokia
parokia chairman ní church
olórí àbí ni mo wẹ́yẹ ṣe o tó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ o lọ àbí ló ṣe àbí sọ̀sẹ̀ wọ́n á wọ kàbí wọ́n á jọ àyẹ̀mọ́ music.
So kò tí í lójú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yìí o.
tí mi lójú wáyé.
ní tó máa pè yàn kábí Nàìjíríà.
Yeah.
Kò ní fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀.
Nàìjíríà nìyẹn there's dignity of labour anyway and we should learn too in Nigeria pé there's nothing wrong with doing that. Àwọn tó ń ṣe Uber ń sìn nǹkan. I think they're doing well.
Mo tẹ̀ máa ń wá impressed máa rí obìnrin tó ń ṣe Uber.
Yeah, I think it's all coming home to us pé kò sí iṣẹ́ tó lè ṣe successfully. Tó bá jẹ́ carpenter tó bá decide fún ẹ pé me am a furniture maker ẹ má kàn gbé àpótí tó ti wó wá fún mi kì í ṣe máa ṣe chair yẹn láti ilẹ̀ ẹ dẹ̀ lò for a number of years. You become a different one.
Kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí kẹ́ gbé kan lára àwọn tó ti náwó fún yín party.
Yes, why not?
Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí.
Why not? Wọ́n dá mi wọ́n mọ àwọn tó kí wọ́n ẹ rántí mi ṣá. Are you Nigerian? Èmi Jide Chord. Ẹ gbọ́ mi ní sọ́wọ́ lè. I'm like that. I make no bones about. My son is here with us. There was a time tí mọ́tò mi ń ṣe kíní padà níṣẹ́ studio máa bọ́ sórí ọ̀kadà ni.
Ti dísìn.
Hello, máa farabalẹ̀ kí ẹ.
Ẹ má go kadà.
No, not now. Iṣẹ́ yẹn ti tó wàhálà tí máa even àwọn lásìwà gan ìtàn dálẹ̀ láì wind down Jide Chord ẹ dá dúró láàárọ̀ oṣù ṣẹlẹ̀ so we thank God for that. But yeah, there's dignity in labour. Anything tó bá máa mówó wá fún mi tó máa jẹ́ kí n lè tọ́jú ọmọ mi tọ́jú ẹbí tọ́jú ara mi I will do it.
So owó yẹn ni ó important jù láì dé jalè láì blemish orúkọ.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now kí n tó wọnú production for second album in 95.
Yeah.
Between 91 95 ṣé ẹ máa ń gba letters àbí mails láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ní Nàìjíríà pé ẹjọ́ èmi náà fẹ́ wá síbẹ̀ wọ́n máa kọrin.
No. Ọ̀nà tá a gba lẹ́tà yẹn ni pé kán tẹ̀lé léré wá.
Okay.
Wọ́n wá sọ wípé family members will say or people that tajọ dàgbà jẹ́ kí èmi náà wá sí UK kíní kan kájọ form kájọ kí màá lè dá sí band yẹn. I got that a lot. But the main people that approached us was Tombaba band wa. Ṣé mo lè máa bá ṣiṣẹ́ ṣé mo lè máa bá yín ṣiṣẹ́.
Àwọn tó drop lẹ́yìn àwọn artist mi.
Tán drop, àṣà lè máa bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ máa pè àtàwáyé mo ti wà ń bí mi náà ti wà ń bí o bla 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 that was the trajectory. Kì í pọ́n kọ́ lẹ́tà directly bẹ́ẹ̀.
So 95 ibo lẹ ti record Festival of Love.
94 la record.
94, okay.
Yeah, King Sunny Ade came to the UK I think 93 to combine. And somehow I got involved. He needed a chromatic tuner. He just called my home and said, chromatic tuner. We need one in the studio.
Kí ni chromatic tuner?
It's on tune guitar,
okay.
But it's pitch perfect and all that. So while I was in studio, so people ṣiṣẹ́ mo wá ń gbà wọn lọ studio àjọ record iṣẹ́ so mo ti wá okay Ibilem North America is the second most expensive studio after Abbey Road Studios.
Okay.
Ní mo ti gbà orúkọ studio yẹn so I had it in mind pé tí n bá ti ready mo ti gba rate card wọn pé tí n bá ti rẹ́dì ìbílẹ̀ náà tó máa ṣe àbí ìtẹ́sán ni ti ṣiṣẹ́.
Bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ́ King Sunny Adé.
Bí tí o ti kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ wọ́n but àwọn ò ní mọ̀ mi I will just mo kàn fẹ́ fẹ́ lé ìbúga ni àwọn hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì wọ́n ti mi ni pé when I was in Igbobi College I went to Igbobi College I had a friend who was blind. I had there were 3 blind students in the whole school and I was friends. I was really close to them. Igbobi College kò sí nǹkan tá a kì í sọ ojú ẹ̀ ṣì máa fọ́ torí àwọn people tó ń bá.
Wọ́n máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín.
Yeah, that's Igbobi College for you. They'll say it to the hearing of ẹ tó jẹ́ ẹ̀fọ́ náà. So and one loved Commander, one was crazy about Sunny Ade.
From the blind people, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Igbo one loved Commander, funny enough. The Yoruba one loved Sunny Ade. I was like, just Saturday to buy a car lọ sílé. The man ẹjọ́ kan tẹ́yìn lè lọ lé boarding house làwà. So a máa wá Sunny Ade lọ. Wọ́n sọ pé ibìkan ńlá ìjẹ́ ló ń gbé. And we went. And we got there and they let us in. We came in our uniform. Igbobi College uniform opens doors, you know. So they let us in. We saw his mom, and she went to call him because we're uniform one, and because one of us was blind.
Okay.
That pity thing was there. And King Sunny Ade came and entertained us.
Wọ́n lè rántí mọ́.
Wọ́n rántí.
Ṣé ti rán wọn létí rí?
But he rán létí rí, but he pretended as if he rántí mélòó náà fẹ́ rántí. You know King Sunny Ade, he will flow with it.
Mo rántí wọ̀.
But knowing him now, it will lead to the question will be wider than what you asked. Because after I had created something around myself in the UK, every artist over UK, or if I make overtures, or their promoters will involve me, whether they needed my equipment, or they needed something from me, or they needed some kind of support, I was that force to reckon with. Nice. So back on, they all showed me a lot of love. I thank them today. They, maybe because kò sí intrigue, kò sí pé mo ń ṣe nǹkan kò wá bẹ̀, àbówó mi bá kan, àbóṣẹ́jú sí àwọ̀ mi. I was just that ẹni tó dá wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn tó kọ̀ wà láyé lónà ẹ̀. So from barrister to Alhaji Kollington to King Sunny Ade to Obe to Baba Yewa to Alhaji Wasiu, I was everybody's boy.
Once you have a business doing in the UK, then Jide Chord is
the go-to person. But you get, yeah. So yàtọ̀ sí ẹ̀ náà, they just showed me a lot of love over and beyond business. So that's how I now got to meet King Sunny Ade, and he would just call me Alpha, below my day, I went call, ṣe record certificate wa nìyẹn, nǹkan tó ṣe pé ní record nìyẹn.
Wọ́n ní certificate nìyẹn.
Wọ́n ní certificate wa nìyẹn. Okay. It's called a record because it's a record of what you could do as at that point. One record tó ṣe 94 rẹ̀. Record tó ṣe 90, that means ó ṣì wà ń bẹ̀.
Okay.
You can't stop o. Ìṣojú àwọn náà ṣe ń sọ, you don't stop wọn, ó ti jáde kò lè. That's how, or else you gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, wọ́n máa sọ the failure. He may have forgotten he told me this. He said it pé it's our certificate. You have to keep getting PhD, another thing, or to gba masters.
So it's not even about the money.
Not about money. Say o bá ṣe méje, ìjọ́ tó bá ṣe mọ́, failure ni ẹ.
So record and if you upgrade credentials as an artist,
exactly,
as a musician.
Exactly. You even put it more succinct. Yeah.
Okay. So second record in the UK on the Festival of Love, it came out well.
First, people refer to it as my first record ever. No more. So I don't know how you want to use it. Because
we are using this interview to put the record straight.
Okay. So
let's make it the second album.
Second album, yeah.
Festival of Love.
Yes.
You recorded in 1994.
Yes. It came out in London in 95.
Okay.
And then it came to Nigeria in 96.
96.
For some reason, I didn't have an anchor person to do the job, and I didn't want it to be watery. And I was so busy. So it was 96. Mourinho, Toliwa, Shishayen.
But it's popular in London.
Yeah, I don't know why. I count myself lucky. Okay. A lot of people don't realize that even all you hear about Jide Chord of London within the Nigerian community was only 40% of my business. The 60% we were on the road. I would say at that point, after King Sunny Ade and Fela Anikulapo. I was probably the most traveled Nigerian musician. I máa sọ pé ìletò sí ìletò.
Ìletò sí ìletò.
Allahu Akbar. Àṣìṣe láàrin yẹn, yeah. Me and my team, we went everywhere.
Concerts lè máa ń play àbí
concert ni. But the Nigerians will only see the Batabawa show, the Leonitemi.
Okay.
But concerts were on the road. There was a time, Papa, this happened with K1's band. I had to let him know. Pé láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀, mo need àwọn kan lè tún boost iṣẹ́ wa. But tó bá ti di Thursday, wọ́n á padà wá London.
Okay.
Wá bá nítorí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n máa jẹ́ Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wọ́n wá pẹ̀lú mi on the road. Yeah, it was fun. It was good time. So when they asked if it was successful, yeah, it pushed us. It was something only lórí BBC Africa, káàkiri, and that tó ń bá yẹ ti rí nǹkan tó ti tán, you are just as good as you so dán lójú tí wọn. Tí àti tó tún wá nídìí pálí ọ̀ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń pè yín wá tí ìjọ kan mo gba call kan mo ṣe dé láti tọ̀ kan. Jide, you're on the road again. What for? Ní Tanzania àbí nǹkan báńdì kan táwọn retí ò rí visa o. Ìwọ ló tó wá ṣe tọ́ tí wọn. Nígbà tí bàbá fún mi lówó, ó ti yá. So we went back on the road. Yeah, we enjoyed that bit. Yeah.
Video Festival of Love. Yeah.
Okay.
It opened because tí ní access internet bit àsìkò yìí. So really mo bí London ṣe rí. Gbogbo Trafalgar Square àbí kíní kan Trafalgar Square, àwọn London buses, video yẹn jẹ́ ká wà tá wà ń bí, okay, so this is London, kíní kan àárí gbogbo. So it's not even about the music for us. Mo ń sọ fún nípa tèmi àtàwọn èèyàn kan ní set nígbà yẹn. It's about because music náà play music, but video yẹn fi nǹkan kan hàn wá nípa nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbì kan táwa ò tí ì dé rí. So then àárí àwọn artist wa náà tí wọ́n participate nínú video wọ́n pọ̀ gan. Mo rántí Ògògó, mo rántí
Uncle Jide Kòsọ́kọ́. Wọ́n pọ̀ mí.
Ṣé shoot Nigerian bẹ́ẹ̀?
I shoot in London mainly. I shoot in Nigeria.
But let's say edit London.
No. Kingsley Okoro ló edit ẹ.
Oh, okay.
So lè náà ti edit ẹ. You see,
Clink Studio.
Clink Studios, yeah. Maybe I don't want to say a lot of self-aggrandizement. You know, as a writer, storyteller, and as a young man, tí wọ́n wá wo iṣẹ́ Michael Jackson báyìí, táwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi kàn ń jó nǹkan tí mi ń rí ń bẹ̀ làwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ yẹn tí mo bring to bear lórí fídíò yẹn. But it's not just good. It's got to be something that young people, old people can pick from. Okay, Billy, Sherry. I wouldn't just go and shoot a bus. It was the quintessential double-decker bus. It was everything there was deliberate. And I wanted to send a message to add to my help, that people, that to be consequential, that we'll be talking about it today. If you see what I mean. So what you said, yeah, that's what you got to achieve. It wasn't just about party in London, one spray. No, it was a work of art. And I wanted to portray London. Come see me for London. When Nigeria they get money, with the established business, with the prosper for London. London sweet, London sweet. Come see me for London. In fact, that song, studio láti change here. Even camera. Anyway, studio láti change here. You know that they can change here. Because mo fi dá lágbájá lóhùn ní tó ní ohun ọmọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi lágbájá. So I wanted it to be just banter. And love for Gbenny. No, gbogbo akọ́lá àfa ọ̀gbẹ́ni Mr. Lágbájá. So the song was London sweet, come see me for London, Mr. Lágbájá.
Okay, I will change it. Come back to confrontation.
I wanted it to be. Okay. Studio ni Feyi ni Uncle Jide. You know Feyi's connection. Feyi is my brother, by the way.
Feyi, àbúrò yín play like mo ṣe interview fún àwọn play drummer ni wọ́n fún.
Original drummer Lágbájá ni. So one but anyway, it was a vote. It was put to vote right in the studio. But actually, has Mr. Lágbájá in the chorus here. But I shall change it. Okay. When you this thing will boost to àti Lágbájá tèmi boost to what?
Àmbọ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀ para ọ̀tá àwọn kẹ̀kẹ́ ó lọ. Ó wá fa kẹ̀kẹ́ yẹn mọ́ra. Then another song, Jide lo condom.
Yes, that was a public service announcement. The Minister of Health sanwó fún wa.
So ẹ gbowó lórí iṣẹ́ yẹn.
Me, owó lórí ẹ̀.
And that mo kàn vote owó tó pọ̀ fún campaign.
Yeah, but I just
HIV
did my. Sure, me similar to cash out. Lórí a lot of things I did.
Okay.
A lot of people just claim the credit, but that's the story of my life. I can't be everywhere at the same time. So with that video we shot in London, shot in Nigeria. Some people that showed face in that video, I never met them.
Oh.
But because you and I know how we can think pre-production and plan it and see. I had that picture in my head, that video in my head already written down. Then Alade arrived in London.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah, it was to be an Oyinbo company. No man shoot there. Alade Konde ni Alade will have a better way of
interpreting.
You got the right word. So mo ṣe gbé fara dé ni. Ele àwọn kan nínú band mi yẹ nǹkan táwọn Oyinbo máa shoot ló máa lé èmi ò shoot ní fídíò tí àwọn Yorùbá máa. Today the next video gbogbo àwọn tó náà wọ́n fẹ́ sí níbẹ̀ ní tọ́jú bá ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó náà wọ́n fẹ́ show you see that Brown Sugar they actually everybody play their instrument and àrọ́jú bó wá bí o. By that time it was cool to be in Jide Chord's band. Yeah, the one doing that bàbá mi ò rán mi ní gìtátà. Gbogbo ẹ ti kọjá kékeré ti kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n fẹ́ identify pẹ̀lú.
Everybody was able to identify because they already had brothers and friends in Nigeria saying they want to come and do what Jide Chord is doing. So it now made sense to them. Kékeré máa ti ń tó Jide Kwamaster. Some people Kwamaster ní $1 o. Kó sí nǹkan tí mo lè dà Kwamaster. Kwamaster ká sọ. Kó tó wà kéré. So yeah, by that time. By the second recording, Brown Sugar, Chai.
The third recording.
Oh, third recording. I stand correct.
Now, the second recording, Festival of Love,
yeah.
Show shooting up in England. Now, show Riben on in Nigeria.
Oh, Riben. But I wasn't here to make the final connect.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people, because of the video, they were aware of me. They are still aware of me. A lot of people still say, as if that's one album, ni mo ṣe láyé mi.
Okay.
Some people still meet me. Hello, sir. I like you. I like your tattoo. I like it. My mom used to like your music. So you're making me feel old. Like your mom used to play your video endlessly, used to play your cassette in her car. So yeah, he shut me up here, up like that. But I wasn't here to do the live shows and
one better can't pay fun.
So I had to connect, had to look into what I play club band, don't play fun until it really got bad that I'm having to deal with it now that people now think this guy must be so expensive to okay, don't touch him. Which is not true.
Yeah.
I just move well. I just call him.
So Brown Sugar.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got Pasero maybe.
No.
Festival of Love. So kini hits up to one Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar. Oh, my Brown Sugar. Oh my God, my Brown Sugar. You don't seem to connect with that.
Okay.
But Ayefele ju bello. Omo koya babo sheri.
Okay.
Ayefele ju bello. Ile aye ba die ni.
Okay.
Too many songs.
90 kini.
90 killer record 98.
98. Okay.
98. Yeah.
Okay.
We recorded and released. I already had channels to use then, so I knew we recorded and released straight away.
Now there was a time.
And Padimi Malo, Olomi Malo.
Okay. See, Ayuba.
Yeah.
There is a connect no immediately. I won't call Olomi Malo. Taloko oko.
Emi mo lórí. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan lò. In fact, it nearly became an issue. But Ayuba is such a nice person in Olibaja. So he used it and forgot to give me credit for it. It was 1000% the song I did. I sent the CD to him through a mutual friend, and he decided to use it.
Okay.
And even the bridge, everything was there. But we thank God, we both did well. My management tried to kick up those because I had a Nigerian management and foreign management then. Okay. And they said even he could have just given us credit. I told them that's Yoruba culture for you, blah, blah, blah. It's a growing, our music industry is work in progress. I don't want to throw a spanner in the works for anybody. And at least, what you could have mentioned. So we had a meeting and spoke about it, and no hard feelings at all against it. Shabi, I still posted about him last week. We're friends forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, share meet Baba Ambrose Campbell.
No, I didn't have the opportunity. He lived in Brighton.
Why?
I kept postponing it. I don't know. I feel bad. I should have made that journey and just gone to spend a day or so with him, because a lot of people tell me that the obey I think I'm singing and the way I do my lambada speaks to Ambrose Campbell a lot. A juju musician that uses melodies is not afraid to veer off the two-chord progression thing. That yeah, but I never met him, unfortunately for me. It's my loss.
Now, at a point, every brand music.
Now you're telling me that. I don't know. Okay, go on.
It was all over London.
Yes.
We play every brand music.
Okay.
Equipment wale.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wani.
Shortly after Wale equipment upgrade. So I don't know where that major shift.
There was a point.
Yeah.
Tima sorry because I'm not or where my song to question me.
Okay.
There was a point tí ẹ ní sponsor.
Yeah.
Obìnrin ní sponsor yẹn, ó kó
Okay.
equipment lẹ̀ fún yín. Ṣé kò ṣẹlẹ̀ ni?
Something similar ṣẹlẹ̀.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà
But kò
yẹn?
ṣẹlẹ̀. We had equipment, and there was this female friend who wanted to get involved in the business. And she asked, what can we do? I said, I have very, very, very good equipment. But wait until later walare. We are coloring cover and all that. And we could change the van. So her input was the van, the branding of the van, and the recovering. When I say putting new leather by super expensive people or some speakers. And also, I always had my stuff in the right carriages, only wheels, because they're heavy stuff. But yes, there was that issue with the woman who got involved in
And that woman,
and things fell apart between us.
Okay, things fell apart. Maybe it wasn't about the business alone. Maybe she wanted to get involved with you.
Yes.
Ìyẹn máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin àwọn olórin.
Yes, yeah.
So ṣé ẹ̀yin lè allow ẹni àbó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀ tún wá.
Èmi ni mi allow ẹ.
Allow ẹ àbí allow tiẹ̀
Àbí mo
tún
ṣe
wá
díẹ̀
allow
wọn
ẹ
approve.
tún pull out.
No.
Pull out o like àwọn obìnrin o like
Pull out. Yes. Female attention and Jide are 5 and 6 from when I was a little boy.
Okay.
So I would say, yes, I would like, if somebody likes me and I can't be exactly what they want to be, I'll be a version of it to them, and I will think that they will get it eventually. And a lot of people get it. Okay, no, I'll move on. I toast me, shaking fair Uncle J. I thought that was what was going to happen.
Okay.
But in this case, it didn't happen, no. The person wanted to. Ẹni yẹn ń ṣe kò ń ṣe ọtí mo lè fẹ́ nítorí one thing táwọn obìnrin míì tí wọ́n ń ṣe ni pé wọ́n believe pé òun láti dislike obìnrin kan kó tó like àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn ni saviour bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọkùnrin kan dẹ̀ máa ń lead wọn on bẹ́ẹ̀ pé pẹ́lọpẹ́ o olórí burúkú tí mo gbé sílé kò kí ṣe ká I'm not that kind of person. I'm a polygamous person. I say that. I make bold to say that.
As at that time, church were polygamous.
Yeah. I've always promoted polygamy. I've always advocated it. But it's okay. It's what God intended.
Why session promote polygamy?
Because,
are you a product of a polygamous family?
Yes. And my grandfather too was polygamous.
Okay.
And possibly my great grandfather.
Most people, they want to polygamous setup. One man sorry against any based on their personal experience. Can you experience things about polygamy? I think but it's just
my experience with polygamy is about people management. If the head of the family manages the situation right, latile. Some people, because I don't like preaching, but I will say something. Latile, because of general, otipe maalum border, you've slandered your existing network, your
Network,
existing established network.
To run it down.
So, oh my God, so when that woman now becomes a wife, don't feel cool. When àwọn ìyálé mi, wọ́n tọ́jú Jide. No. It will be hard for you to take that out of her head. So if from the beginning, ìyálé ẹ best friend mi ni o. Ojú kòkòrò ń bá dọ́dọ̀ tọ́jú ìbá dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́jú ìbá gbogbo náà. So we will laugh at it about it like that, but you've planted a seed. Yes. So I've always thought that in all of God's creation, polygamy exists in there. When I say all of God's creation, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and the human kingdom. Yeah. Watch animals. Alangba, deer, ajá, lion, tiger. Abo máa ń gùn ju, akọ máa ń gùn more than one abo. Naturally, kò dẹ̀ síjà. When seeds release, and when plants release pollen or release seeds, they don't release one. You can fertilize the females, they release several. And as such, within humankind.
So how well has the Oyinbo mentality?
Yeah.
Táwa gbé sórí ní Africa, one man, one wife.
Yeah.
Ẹ̀yin lọ sílùú wọn, but now you still preach polygamy.
Then,
so how much has the culture rubbed off on you?
I picked the good parts and I dropped the bullshit in their culture. Because they're all lying. Everyone has a mistress somewhere. They have love children.
Really?
Yeah. Don't be fooled. Or they will stop this marriage. I fell in love with Jane Ilano. Shukura mo fell in love pẹ̀lú. Mo ṣe tó padà lọ bá Jane nígbà tó rí mi pé you never left her. You were still sleeping with her. You have two wives. Kúkú jẹ́wọ́. Yeah.
Because mo rí pé Òyìnbó, American, or àwọn aráàlú ní lifetime wọn, marital lifetime wọn, immediate divorce obìnrin méje, mẹ́jọ.
Wọ́n ní wọ́n máa wọ̀ wá. Orí burú ẹ̀ ṣe.
Okay.
Orí burú ẹ̀ ṣe.
So nígbà tí at a point any àwọn sponsors.
Yes, sponsors. Hey, me, my lucky. Okay, go on. Finish your question. Yeah.
Mo yin fẹ́ padà sórí ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin yẹn, but equipment ṣé ẹni ẹ gba equipment eventually.
Ó jí
equipment.
Yeah. Ó jí nǹkan tó jẹ́ tèmi because ó wà no van tó jẹ́ òun ló sanwó ẹ̀. Although we had a proper business arrangement.
Okay.
But ó kàn start decide láti. You know when something is beyond the business, when it's emotional, people will misbehave. But it's all behind me. It's all behind me.
Yeah, but you know, ṣe rárá ni àbẹ́ kan ṣe díẹ̀.
Mi ṣe rárá ni. Mi ṣe rárá. Mi ò ṣe rárá. I'm not here to. We all have grown up. We have children. I am out there so much that I don't even discuss people. I discuss ideas. But let's discuss this a bit. Mi ṣe rárá ni. And she saw that mi never ṣe. And she's the kind of person that seeks revenge or whatever. Okay. So they planned. Don't offer higher equipment, which is something we do on the side.
Okay.
Pé àwọn kan fẹ́ higher equipment wa. So tó bá jẹ́ òun ló pè pé àwọn kan fẹ́ higher equipment o, àwọn fi kọ́kọ́rọ́ lẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wá mọ́tò lọ.
Pẹ̀lú equipment.
Pẹ̀lú equipment. Wọ́n á pè mí pé ǹjẹ́ tó ń bá calculate time àti owó òun àti kinní kan equipment yẹn gan ọ̀ka ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ kí àwọn guitar mi kan wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan mi infam equipment. Material will tell you pé tó bá ti di Tuesday báyìí mo lè tú speaker palẹ̀ mo lè tú guitar palẹ̀ kí n clean slides gbogbo nǹkan fretboard ẹ̀ kí n polish ẹ̀. So she knew that would hurt me. Ó rò pé yẹn máa jẹ́ kí n padà wá bọ̀. They went to hit the equipment. I actually went to the police.
Okay.
Láti lọ fẹjọ́ ẹ̀sùn. This is funny. So when I got to the Tottenham police station, I said, do you know this person? Mo ní yes. Ọlọ́pàá interview mi tán. Ó ṣáà ṣetán gbàtà. That were off record. You shouldn't have said you know her.
lè parọ́.
It's okay, Momo. Bye. Ó ti di civil case. Kẹ́ lọ yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà láàrin mánà wọn. But I was data one. You shouldn't have said you know her. It's off record. Ká ló sọ pé òun mọ́ ni òun àwọn gba gbogbo iṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ó ti di pé ẹni kan lọ yanjú ẹ̀. So.
Kí wàá lè wá fà lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn.
Absolutely nothing. Me, I will walk away from $1 million. Tó bá jẹ́ trouble, I will make another $1 million. I just walked away. Nǹkan ni ẹ máa wá wò pé kí lóun tí lè ṣe wíkídé o.
But ẹ cross wọn láti gbà yẹn.
No. I like, especially women, I let them be.
Okay.
Nah.
All right, now talking about sponsors, lára àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ kì bá pè ẹ má jẹ́ sọ pé sponsors patrons
Yeah.
ẹ máa láwọn èèyàn tẹ pé tẹ bá ti rí wọn lágbẹ́ tí wọ́n pé ẹ ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn wo lè rántí in the 90s.
In the 90s, Chief Dr. Ekumelo, Auntie Nika Thompson, she had a good job. She was a legal secretary, so she had money she had disposable. There were a lot of people. We heard the snails, of course, Bosonlapo and his friends. Many people tell him about, if I did that, for the purpose of this, there were too many people who loved us. And you see, you said something earlier. You said London is a leveler. It goes beyond bravado. Even your guy at work, his income at the end of the month, if you do so you just have to convince them that you are good enough to get part of their money. There were a few people who were big spenders. Few. But the majority of the people, which makes it different from when you're operating in Nigeria. You didn't need that in the UK. But me then mobility around myself.
Okay.
In fact, there's something I do with my friends. Tony understanding. Able to show. Lórí owó ọmọ tó máa bú wọn náà máa kó òkè dákẹ́ ó ti tó. I try not to look like that hustler. Ṣé pé wọ́n pè kó wá play fún òkú dájú wọn. Òtọ́ àwọn àti ìwọlé within the first 5 minutes. Tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́. Kì í ṣe kíkì ni mo sọ yìí o. Kò kọ orin tán máa play ní sitting room wọn. Years after.
Tí ò ní sí pé wọ́n kíyàn àbí wọ́n dárúkọ.
We must talk about life, talk about the universe. Ìwà tó dá láti wọ́n lè rántí ẹ̀kọ́ tó wá ṣe wá sọ pé torí kí la ṣe wá bílẹ̀ ní ẹni báyìí ló jẹ́ kí n sọ báyìí ní 10 minutes ago. But kò kàn ti wọlé Abbas Omele kò dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kíyàn. I don't do that, and I didn't have to do that in England because people will be waiting pé ìwà náà kí ló ń ṣe àbẹ̀wò wẹ̀rẹ̀ màá ṣe withdraw mi màá satisfy ara mi màá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kíyàn. So I won't say there were no big spenders, no much craze, but usually I was comfortable.
Lára àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ spenders fún banding guy. Àwọn kan àti ẹ̀kọ́ idán náà ń ṣe.
Yeah.
Irú Bọ̀sánlákù, I think was in jail.
Yes, that happened, yes.
So kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ṣé wọn number one ṣé wọn kò sí wọn attach yín mọ́ra. Number 2, àwọn èèyàn kan máa go under. Ṣé kò affect business in there?
Not at all. If you know the man Bosonlaku, he comes from a very gentle family. Our original connection was that his uncle, his dad's younger brother, was manager to a local. We're gonna down to Electric Avenue. They're gonna make it higher. Clerical artist, a Jamaican British artist. So he comes from a showbiz family. So he understood my pains. He understood what I was doing. That's how the friendship started. Then, for whatever reason you attached to it, he had money to spend at the same time. Then he got married to a girl that was like a Bruce in it. So there was more to my relationship with him. And he brought his friends along and they enjoyed what we did. They are hardcore fans of Wasio. Okay. It's because of them that I sang that they make Fuji. Fuji. I'm a Fuji fan too, I must say that. I am a Fuji fan. And that music is the most Yoruba music like it. And that's why it's growing. Anyhow, yeah. So it didn't affect my music. People, you see, London is a community on its own. They know, Jide doesn't rely on a particular set of people for his business. In fact, they will say I'm Ajabota alone play for there's an area in UK, in London, that's the northwest of London. more old politicians yẹn táwọn bàbá wọn ti ra ilé, they didn't have to pay rent because àwọn bàbá yẹn kan ra ilé yẹn síbẹ̀ ibẹ̀ náà ń gbé àwọn customer Jide nìyẹn on weddings wọn àwọn là ń play the Jides of this world, even the Grenadians. I was the go-to person. Mo sọ pé picture to fi hàn mí yẹn pé was one of that kind of situation. Okay. It didn't affect my business. It didn't. Nobody attached me to any particular type of. I was just that London boy.
No, yeah, well, they decide if I was Nigeria. Then Kilo informed we was Nigerian.
Right. My first attempt at coming to Nigeria was when my father died in year 2000.
Okay.
Till today, I regret his death. I think he died too early, and it was an avoidable death.
How old was he?
He was only 65 when he passed on. So I thought if we were here, a lot of his children live abroad. So if we were all here, sport auntie me sport, àbúrò mi sport. But there wasn't enough of us to convince him, Daddy, I go tell him you're calling the right thing, buy ni keshe. So then I thought no other member of my family, including my mom or his other wives, will pass like that. So 2001, I made my first move to come in.
That's 6 years after.
No, 1 year.
After your first album. So the success of those albums.
In fact, people recognize me on the streets more then than now.
Okay.
Because I was just in their face, I was in their TV boxes every day, all stations. So I thought, okay, let me tap into this. But maybe those were the years. Maybe I got some things wrong. Maybe Nigeria was not ready for me. Maybe no farabalẹ̀ tó tomato broke. I 6 months, my to padà sí UK, tell me my to tẹ button. So my first attempt was 2001, okay. And I'm still on the case now.
So 2001, let's was in Nigeria.
Regularly.
But
yeah,
you seem to be around more.
Yeah, it's time to just claim that.
Are you retiring?
Do musicians retire? No. I don't believe.
Oh, yeah, musicians might retire.
You reckon? Yeah, tell me about that. Why?
By the time you are approaching a certain age, maybe 70 or thereabouts, if you don't plan for your retirement, àwọn kankan wà téèyàn máa ṣe tó jẹ́ pé tí ò bá ṣọ́ra, àwọn records tó ti ní tẹ́lẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn ti ń hélẹ̀ pé ẹni yìí super á máa bàjẹ́ because wọn ò ní judge pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe at the moment àwọn fi máa judge.
I beg to disagree with that. So, if what you are talking about, the ability to deliver the notes properly, is that what you're talking about, or the business itself?
No, the ability to deliver the notes.
There are songs. Maybe now. Commander will not hit the notes of Tepawami, Tebarimi. If he cannot hit those notes, he can still sing. So if you're a producer, which we all are, you know the songs, you change the presentation, it can still be very glorious, very honorable presentation. I know of white musicians that can't really work, but they do their shows, they do their own shows. Okay, we are tele. And fee £20 woe, but because by bag money and he only comes once in 4 years, every £400 woe.
Yeah, but not coming weekly.
Yeah, but for them, 4 years in people lọ Tennessee, people Japan, people lọ sí Suriname.
But need domestic shows, mama every day.
Then the energy on stage will calm down. If I say, go calm down now, punch it. So yeah, he sits with the piano and does a few things and still and later comes down to we can do it till anytime. We can do showbiz till of course. When you're not bedridden, you stop. Well, retirement, nah. You don't know what we go through. People will come and say, I don't know whether you know Commander's story, why he came back out. His friends wouldn't let him rest. Whatever to buffet, so in church and come party, you would have to. You would have to. Yeah, you now plan, okay, you show colossal. Yeah, but It's still a cool thing. But we die early when we stop anyway. We also
because
die early.
that's what your body's used to.
Yeah. It's a madness. Don't hold this against me, but I will sing for free anyway. But you have to remember I have to pay my bad boys. But I will sing for you for free. Pay my relationship.
So, but it's in more engagement. She UK ni àbí Nigeria.
Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí àbí ibi ni.
Nigeria.
I'm deliberately not marketing myself a lot in the UK.
But I think now is the time for you to, in my opinion,
Yeah.
for you to market yourself more in the UK because Jack Pasino, mo gbọ́ pé àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní ṣe London nìkan gan Nigerians maybe 3 million Nigerians now against ìgbà tẹ́yìn wà ń tẹ̀sẹ̀ débẹ̀. So see now we have more musicians too anyway. Now but as the Baba, the godfather of Nigerian music, ni UK.
Yeah.
I think the time is now for you to...
You would say that, but my take on that is that the quality of craftsmanship, Otiwale, most struggle, like I told you, even in my recordings, I will have to play some things myself. After the band come back to Roti Wandale, they go, I continue, I'll replay some things. It's even worse now. Some people, all they've picked up, I'll tell you the two types of music. Don't play in London. If I not play like Ayefele, I play like Alhaji Wasiu Ayinde. Okay. So whatever you do, they will still force that on you. Even when people like Commander come, they've even stopped coming unless they can bring their full band. Yeah. Alhaji Wasiu too has stopped because they was even Wasiu also they think they know his music, they don't. They don't know the intricate bits. So
the surface and all.
Apply. Even Sashino, when Sashino fast, Sashino doesn't play fast. It's the way he sings on it. Okay. Sashino's beat is no build no so it's dangerous for my craft to let the London team play with me, and they don't have time to rehearse because of the nature of that country. And even the £100 or thereabouts, £150 we pay them, they can't rely on that alone. So it's just too much jagbadantes. And there's a lot of, should I say, nonsense going on. So some people buy nonsense. That's what your party is worth. You don't pay them. So people that really know what we do pay for us once in a while. But I am deliberately working on, for many reasons, I'm working on my Nigerian presence. And I really enjoy that more than the
years back.
Yeah.
More year to maybe 2013 or 14 or maybe earlier, but more later than 2014. Yeah. I released on CDs con Pasero me the remix of some of your old ones. Are you still continuing on that project or as one of?
No, we're continuing. There are a lot of singles, but because we don't have physical CDs, they're all on downloads. I sometimes just send messages out to my friends on my friends list. I have a few thousand people. Ibi tó ti gbàgbé orin kan tó kọ báyìí tó ní bí mo ti ṣe fojú kan ẹ mo gbá ti ẹ ọmọge máa ní ọmọ mo ti dàgbà ju ọmọge ìrọ̀ ọmọ akékeré kan. I may take that person's advice, I may not. Okay. So we'll go into the studio, we'll record something. We're releasing singles, we're doing what people do. We'll go into the studio, do live performances. Yeah, that's how I'm creating a process. Oh, anything Jide Chord. Just Google Jide Chord.
It's just Jide Chord.
Jide Chord.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
everywhere.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Jide Chord.
Ben.
Now, can you last pass that one thing?
Cool.
Can you relationship with Boda Dia Ojo?
Dia Ojo? He's a friend. He's a colleague in the industry. We are not close.
Like rivals,
rivalry? No, no, I don't see his work as rival. The way he marketed himself, I don't know, covers band. He sings people's music. I sing original. So different different paths la take. But yeah, he puts in a lot of work into the job, but different from the way I wrote. I wrote from the beginning as a solid big band that we don't even do direct injection of guitar onto the desk. You have an amp, they mic it up or take signal from the back, everything like Sonade or Bob Marley set up from Ibere. So I took that trouble to create a certain standard, the amount of equipment. Yeah, so I've never done keyboard and percussion or anything like that. So we can only be described as friends. Yeah.
Now, initially, what I interview, yes, okay, like competition.
Yeah.
But now, talking London, there are lots of other. It's okay, we'll start on play. But we have some other artists. I mean, be London, but Momokwe, Leke, Levite, Momokwe, Solek,
Wambe. Yeah.
There's another melody.
Sonny Melody.
Dia Ojo.
Yeah. Brother Feyi.
Yeah.
Ero pọ̀jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rò lọ o. Lè mọ̀ wọ́n tán. Ero ti pọ̀jù it. Yes. Okay. What was the question? Yeah.
Now the question is, ṣé àwọn different bands.
Yeah.
Ṣẹ̀yin lẹ gbé àbúrò yín Feyi wọlé àbí?
Yes.
Now àwọn tó wọlé after yín yìí. Yeah, ẹ̀yin ni Godfather, ẹ̀yin ni bàbá, ẹ̀yin ni. Ṣé kò jẹ́ sort of
threat?
Ni fellow threat. Mo wọ́rọ̀ tó
soft.
Threat. Okay, threat. Ṣé kò jẹ́ threat?
It's a business that if I'm not here to promote anybody. It's the supermarket business, the grocery business. Some big names arrived. But some people are thinking, but big people to have more. But doesn't mean that the more business needs to close down. Some people will say, if they pick up product original, pick. So business will always be like that. If you start worrying about things like that in business, then you're not ready. You're not ready. If they can play parties with 4 people, can they play Yoruba music with 4 people? Or in a concert?
No.
Would they be asked to come to Japan? Would they be asked to come to America with those 4 people to play Yoruba music? I mean, so play rock or play with 4 people. But if that is what they are used to, it limits their business. But they're happy. They're happy. That's all that is important. They are cool. That's their own business model, and they are doing it. My own business model requires at least 15 people to be on stage, not to talk about support system. So where can I do that? Nigeria. I did that in UK. I did it. It cost me a lot. I made a lot. But if the community cannot afford me, or they're getting distracted by cheaper versions of me, that is the nature of business. I wish you know me more than.
All right, the last question for you.
Yeah.
You have a son.
Yes.
Who's into music.
Seriously.
Because of who sings. Because from the early interaction, both your way is into entertainment, into all sorts. But I've listened to, I think, about 3 songs from Tokumbo.
Yeah.
Called Bimoshin Law, Rara, something like Tokumbo. That's the first one I heard, and the other one is all those songs. So I see that he is doing very well, and I challenged him. Kilo Shele, are you leaving music? So is into so many other things. Now the question is, your style. Is he carrying on with your style, or is it delving into hip hop too? Because most superstars that more and most of them hip hop no shit, because we're only to one dancing. So what's going to be the future of your own style of music if he decides to do hip hop?
I would say when I listen to Tokumbo's music, I see about 10 to 15% Jide chords there.
Okay.
And he's allowed to fly on his own wings. Yeah. He's a better musician than I am.
Really?
I know that for sure. He just there's some places to man give me lot where I don't know before. Okay, I don't know. That makes sense. So of course,
is he a producer?
Yeah, he's one of my producers. I have many producers. I'm very stubborn, so I need many producers. If it's only one person, I will override that person. So I have many producers. Yeah, he's one of my strongest producers.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's lucky in that times are changing. Nigerians' eyes are opening. I got to England and found out that by releasing a record, I could lecture in universities, not be a lecturer, but in workshops normally. But you go to universities and polytechnics and lecture and make good money. You give talks.
So you do that?
Yet what yeah, a lot of things. The government would fund you to do things. There was a time I was invited to be on a board that we had to disburse £50 million every year to the arts. It's called the Arts Council of England. There was a section, don't forget, láti pín owó yẹn pé bóyá theatre can become directly linked in Liverpool. Don't let me bore you. There's a lot you can do by just being out there, that he's an accomplished artist. He knows what he's doing. Okay. So back to Tokunbo, he's a different type of artist. He's so versatile that film people are now calling him to do things, to sync music, to sing even other languages onto films and all that with his studio. And I don't even understand what is there. I want to do. So I'd really like him to still be a front man in music, if you ask me. Because he's an excellent frontman. He's got the height, he's taller than me. I've seen pictures of him. I've personally taken pictures of him on stage and shown him pictures like, see your life. Hey, this is what you should be doing, Bob.
All right. I'm sorry, more part of your last question. It's not the last question.
I know you that.
All right. So now, show me one artist to play one. It's a mentor. I'll be see you want to jáde láti ara bandi, not to let that draw.
The biggest of them that I can lay claim to is the band. I said the band, no, that didn't work with us. His producer, what's his name?
Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy, yeah, Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy Shepherd.
He played bass for 4 years.
Bass guitar?
Yeah.
For 4 years?
Really? And
Jide Chord?
Yeah, and he went, ask him, he will say, he ask his dad himself.
His dad?
About Collins, ask him. His late mom will confirm that, yeah. So him, and all those names that you mentioned, except Leke came into London late. He will have worked for me one way or the other.
So how did Don Jazzy join you? He came to...
In fact, yeah, sorry.
Well,
in fact, it was Solek that brought him to rehearsal one day. Okay.
Just Solek was doing mine.
Solek, yeah. Solek was with me. So all of them passed through my hands. A lot of.
It's a real prospect in Don Jazzy at that time, or you belong to the silent side, the cool side.
No, who belonged to the cool side?
Don Jazzy. It's a real prospect in Don Jazzy at that time.
I said something sometime, and I'm glad I said it there. Because Tabaneri as well, Don Jazzy will arrive on time. Yeah? The others, typical Nigeria people, will come late. But about 5 to 8 in rehearsal, Don Jazzy are there before 5. But about the 8:15, quarter to 8, at my show inside, come for unplug guitar on law. Because 8 like just saw, mommy was supposed to by 9. And the same thing with shows. And I always said, boy, my maker go. I didn't even know he was Colin's son. Okay. I knew his dad when we were all young. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wa gan and that one. But I'm only be ọmọ Igbo, don't play drums, don't lay you a lot.
Drums
demo. But that Collins, I didn't call it Collins. I said, you could play for me now. Can you come? But take yourself, they come. Okay, where are you doing your recording? Okay. So, okay. So I said it. There was a particular show, and it come back from wedding. Became a low house CMS. Chose I packing. Chose on paper, wedding of a one face on Kejura. Oh, back home, one print. So I've on 2. In the party, my brother. 2 years, and not access. Oh, to run first, okay. All by now, look, King's Cross, I want to wait. So, I want to. I want to try one ta. I want to decorate the whole one ta.
Oh,
yeah, right, Limo, Tonshi, Tonchoshi. We are what up on I watch him call from Mugwang back on.
It's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock.
Sorry, and set for working here.
Everybody better say to. If I want to come out, to come on, she can I understand pains one in London. Yeah, oh, you can't see one be, and she's unfortunately, a lot of the band members too messed up that day. Torí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò sí parking tó tọ́, it's difficult to settle in King's Cross if you come with the car. So a lot of the band members too messed up. By after 3 ṣá, abẹ̀rẹ̀ on stage was myself, my firstborn, not Tokunbo, Semi Agbomabi on Winter Fuji was playing with us then. Don Jazzy and maybe one chorus. Ababere. Don Jazzy, if you let them come on stage, on makuro mi ba. So bó ṣe ń fi bass ẹ̀ ta tenor ló ń ta bass pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Èmi bọ́ sórí keyboards, àṣà àṣírí yẹn ní Semi náà ń chorus ló ń fọwọ́ sí lu. Eré ìmàdùn tó yẹ kí àwọn ọmọ wo ṣe máa ń ká. This guy's supposed to be struggling, but he's delivering. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan báyìí wọ́n ti gbàgbé orúkọ ẹ̀ wá kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ná £20 àwọn ará London náà níta ìwé ilé ìtiwa big name kan náà tó máa ń spray bí báyìí náà wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ná £50. I remember that show because of the amount of money we made and the fact that Don Jazzy said nobody should come on stage and he didn't allow. Pé gbogbo wàhálà táwa ṣe yẹn, they had enough time to come. Ṣé bóun débi? Ẹ̀ṣẹ́ yìí mọ̀ pé King's Cross kẹ̀kẹ́ gbé mọ́tò wá. He's always been that kind of just oh God. you get my gist, So there are a few people in the band very much okay. Eléyìí, ó máa do well for themselves because of little things like timekeeping, and when he says yes, he will turn up. There are some people tó yẹ pé èmi kàn gbé ọmọ wọlú bọ èmi mú arrange wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe ìyàwó tó máa lè dúró tí mo sanwó fún ìyàwó tí mo sanwó fún eléyìí kò yẹ ká máa ṣe eléyìí bá ṣe wà ní tán ti wá dèèyàn sìn bọ́ tán máa tẹ́ a máa léré báyìí tán máa ní Fuji Sandoka kan wá láti Nàìjíríà tó kàn sáré wá mú jẹ ká tẹ̀lé lọ ká fún àwa jẹ. Today wọ́n try band tó fọ́ náà ni òdìgbà tí n bá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe pé fún pé Brad táwa ti fi years build wà kàn decide pé ọ̀gá understand mi nílé wà pa fóònù ẹ̀ ní London. Many of them like that. Àwọn kan tó dẹ̀ wà conscientious. Yeah. Like I keep telling people, that's Semi and Wale Koko team. Anyway, anything tí máa ṣe lọ́wọ́, wọ́n bá pè mí, má dìde lọ, má dìde lé ní báyìí tẹ́ mi bá pè mí.
It's a more winter, have you?
Yeah. Because of go gbà tó fi wà lọ́dọ̀ mi o. Even Dola, he calls me what my siblings call me, Uncle J. And he played his part well, and many like that.
Now, she were in touch with Don Jazzy.
I'm closer to his dad now. Because I do understand that he's gone towards another genre. In fact, he's a company that so many companies so more. So why bother him if the chance to meet comes up, we meet. But otherwise, what's he gonna do for a juju musician anyway?
And you're not planning to do a subgenre of juju, maybe juju pop, kinikam?
Nah. I don't know. No.
Now, ṣé ẹ̀yin àti àbúrò yín Fèyí?
Yeah.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣé ẹ̀yin àti wọn ṣe close?
Oh yes.
Gan.
Why are you asking?
Mo kàn béèrè náà.
I see where you're going with that. I don't know what you've had, but yes, Fèyí may have made some mistakes, but he's corrected himself. He may have made some mistakes regarding our relationship and music, but the universe has shown him whatever he should have straight on a straight path. But we're cool.
So, tí ẹ bá ṣe music,
yeah,
kí lẹ bá ṣe?
Many things could easily have been. Long distance coach driving. Very strange. Journalism 1, long distance coach driving, or a public relations consultancy firm.
Acting.
Acting.
I think you should consider acting. You can be.
I have done that.
You can be a comedian because
really
naturally.
I'm acting now. I'm acting now.
Yeah, movies.
Pink Lady. You've forgotten Pink Lady. Bayowa.
Okay.
Yeah, I played the lead role there. I like to act to show the actors that orin kan tí Peter Tosh kọ gbogbo wọn máa kí fún mi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ wá Peter Tosh ní I can do what you can do. You never try to do what I do. I'm the toughest. I can do what they can't do what I do. They can't tune a guitar. But I can act. Yes, I love acting. I love acting. I'm even looking for acting roles. I'm actively looking for acting roles now.
Actively?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm serious. If you have any plug,
I mean, only produce now. But
yeah.
Comedy role am I play?
Why?
Just you come across as
unserious.
No, well, yeah, maybe unserious and well, mo nǹkan koko. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín máa kàn fọ́ ní àpò.
Ẹ jẹ́ mọ̀ mi sí.
Omi kọ́ lélẹ́yìí o. This okay, omi náà ni.
Omi ni base.
So lastly, kí ni messaging fún younger people?
Younger people, èmi gan young. I'm 61. I'm going on 62 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was born 1962.
1962.
I'm your man for age 1962 ni abi mi ní Lembe Ibadan. Ojú ọ̀nà more plantation. Oh, we're from Abeokuta. Yes, and I didn't even know my dad and my mom until I was like 4. Because my dad left the country before I was born. My mom was pregnant with me. Shortly after he left, his dad deleted. His own dad died. He left in June. His dad died in August, and they born me in October. So he had gone to England, and that's the reason why my name is Babajide.
Babajide, okay, Babajide.
Bàbá tó kú August náà tó ti lóyún ọmọ sínú wọn kù fẹ́mi ni bàbá yẹn ṣe. I still don't get that, but story for another day.
Babajide. Okay, so Mama ńkọ́?
My mom had me in October. January 13th, the next year, she left to go and meet Papa Seba and left me with my grandmother.
You don't gbìyìn dáná.
Mommy, wọ́n bá yí rí. Why? Why? I don't know. But maybe they thought England was tough and whatever. They took their decisions there. So my grandmother, I thought she was my mom until these people came from England. In fact, I remember the night my dad arrived back from England. I would have been like 4.5 years old. Ẹ
ti sọ òyìnbó fún bí 2 hours, so ẹ má worry.
Okay, wọ́n dé lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn, mo ti sùn jẹ́jẹ́ mi, wọ́n dẹ̀ fa orí mi dán báyìí. Ṣé mo kẹ́ ẹni tó dẹ̀ ń travel bọ̀ láti England, a ní stubble bákan wá. Tí wọ́n ń gbé mi dání, nítorí òun kùn, ìgbọ̀n báyìí, ó wá ń kan orí mi, ó ń mú mi, nípa lélẹ́yìí kí n ló dé gan. I remember that night clearly. Mo rò pé àtọwọ́ wò pé wọ́n yóò tẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ sẹ́yìn So I didn't meet my parents until now. It was my grandmother that brought me up. And sometimes when I decide to be funny and speak Egba, I speak Egba so to a good extent. People think, you never lived in Abeokuta. It was my grandmother.
Okay.
So, yes. What was your question? I don't remember.
Just
what do I tell the youth?
From your struggles, kí lẹ lè sọ fáwọn younger people, the youth.
That if you are persistent, láì ìjọsìn yẹn wọ́n máa ń sọ pé kàn wà persistent on one thing. Láì ìsìn wọ́n wà persistent lórí nǹkan bí méjì mẹ́ta. Torí multi-streaming ló láyé sí ìkírù. Multi-streaming ló láyé. Àbí multi-streaming come. Yeah. So if you choose like 2 or 3 things, whoever you are, male or female, could see exclusive, preserve of play, anything you can do. If have about 2 or 3 things. So if one fails, one will not fail, and be persistent. Be persistent.
Thank you so much, Uncle Jay. If I'm permitted to call you
that.
Yes,
welcome to the
Jide Chord. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo máa ń wò yín lókè bí má lọ má pé wọn o.
Stop waiting.
Ojú wọn máa ń le o. Ọbọ wọn bá èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ ńgbà kan wá bí 3 years ago. Àbúrò ló jẹ́ sí mi. Ó ní Jide Chord wo. Ó ní mo lè pè wọ́n ní ìsinísìn. Mo ní o sure. Ó pín in lọ sọ pé ẹ máa pè padà. Mo ní kí n máa wọrí ọjọ́ kan. Èmi náà máa jókòó pẹ̀lú yín. So mo yẹ jókòó mo rí pé easy motion tourist.
Hello.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Thank you so much. So kò ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ pẹ̀lú Jide Chord. Délé Adéyanjú lórúkọ tèmi. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti subscribe sí YouTube channel yìí, Agbaletu TV. Délé Adéyanjú and máa padà dé láìpẹ́.